Good evening, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to write my speech for tonight, but then I decided not to. There are certain things that better spoken from the heart to the heart. And I find my job a lot easier after hearing all the other speakers, because they just went through my speech point by point by point. So I'm not sure if anything is left for me to say. Except to say thank you. Thank you very much for such a beautiful message. I just turned 40 last month, and I discovered that I just turned an adult. So when someone asks me how old are you, I say I'm 1 month old now. It's good to hit the reset button and start all over again. But what I mean by that is, when you grow up, you learn. You live. You shall live, and you shall see, and you shall learn. And if you have a good heart, and if you are a solid, good human being, life will teach you good lessons, and you will learn the right thing, not the wrong thing, from life. Because terrorism and extremism is nothing but learning the wrong lessons from life. That's what it basically boils down to. But if you have a big heart, and if you want to know the truth, if you want things to be fixed, if you want things to get better, you will find a way. When there is a will, there is a way. And if someone is seeking the truth, then God is the truth. You will find the truth. If someone is seeking guidance, God is guidance, and He will guide you. If you want to find peace, peace exists, and God is peace, and you will find peace. If you want to find forgiveness, you will find forgiveness, because God is forgiveness. You want to find mercy, you will find mercy. If you really want to find mercy. If you don't, you're not going to find it. But it will be you who blocked yourself out. If you want to find peace, if you want to find mercy, forgiveness, you will find them. And just imagine, one of the names of God is described in the Quran with so many qualities and names, is the patient one, the one who's patient. Imagine how patient is God with all of us. Imagine the mess that we are creating. And imagine the power that He possesses, how He can finish this whole show in 1 second. Say, you know what, this is done. This whole thing is done. But patience is, if you want to find patience, and if you want to learn lessons from life, you will find patience. And that, basically, we live our life aspiring to these qualities and living up to these qualities, because that's what makes our life meaningful. I mean, at a moment of when someone dies and people are at his funeral or her funeral, what do they say? Oh, wow, he was a great person. He was full of hate. Is that what people say? Oh, he was an amazing person. He was like full of extremism, right? What do people cherish? Even those who are extremists themselves, what do they cherish? Forgiveness, mercy, love, to be inclusive, to have a big heart for everyone. And as I'm growing older, I'm realizing how much anything right now that happens in any part of the world affects the rest of the world. I mean, economically, if the stock market goes down in the East, next day it's down here. If there is a country in the East or in the West that is causing pollution, it's polluting the entire globe of the earth. It's not polluting that country alone. If someone is doing goodness in this world, it's affecting everyone. And if someone is doing evil, it's affecting everyone. There is a story in the Quran that I've never understood until the last month. Again, I'm turning an adult, I think. So the story is about the two children. I think it's also shared with in the Bible, that the two children of Adam, in Arabic, Habil and Qabil. They were brothers. One believed in goodness, believed that there is goodness in this world, that there is hope, that there is some truth, that there is a purpose, that we are here for a reason, and it's a good reason. And the other didn't. He just went about his business. So both of them had an offering. And in the tradition, there was a fire that comes from the sky, and if it eats this offering, that means it was accepted. So Habil's offering was accepted, but Qabil was not. So Qabil now is full of jealousy, full of hate, full of why you, not me, this. He said, I'm going to slay you, I'm going to kill you, to his own brother. So his brother said, listen, brother, if you are going to stretch your hand to slay me, I'm not going to stretch my hand to slay you. I'm basically not going to do back the same. I'm not going to even fight you back. If you want to do it, you go and do it, because I don't do these things. I believe in goodness. I believe in right. You want your offering to be accepted? Go and do some good work in life. Finally, Qabil killed his own brother, and he killed him. And then he sat down, realizing he killed his own brother in regret. He didn't even know what to do with the body until God sent a crow, 2 crows that fought each other, and one killed the other, and then digged a hole and then buried the other crow. This is the story according to the Quran. And then he said, wow, I should cover my brother. I shouldn't just leave him. It was the first murder committed in the history of mankind. And the passage that it said after that really shook me, when I realized, wow, it's that deep. It says, because of that we have written that whosoever kills one soul unjustly, it is as if he has slayed the entire mankind. And whosoever slays, and whosoever gives life to one soul, it is as if he has given life to the entire race of mankind. If we are people of faith, we believe we have the same father and mother. When we kill one another, you were killing your own brother, right? Literally from the same father and mother. At least I believe that. We all came from Adam and Eve. And what happens when someone, now I understand why when you kill someone it's as if you've killed, because you set a precedent. Do you know what's next going to happen? Someone else is going to go and kill and kill and kill, and killing becomes a way of life. So you spread this theology and this way of life amongst people. But if you support someone and if you help someone and people see and they see the reward and they see you and they see the achievement, they're going to follow your footsteps. Which one of the two we would want to be? Most of the people who are not faithful or religious or believers altogether, they think that people of faith sometimes waste their time just helping the others and they don't care about themselves. I think as I traveled around the world and I've seen people of faith, I think the most selfish people are the people of faith. But because we love ourselves. You know what? I love myself. I want to have a good life. And I want to have a good afterlife. I think people of faith are selfish, but the path they have taken to their selfishness is selflessness. That's how you get the most pleasure in life. Sometimes less is more, and more is less. When you give, you get a better quality life. You get a better reward. You feel so much fulfilled. Had you spent $1 million trying to have fun, you would have not felt the same fulfillment. And that's why there are 2 paths. There's selfishness through selfishness, and there's selfishness through selflessness. And I think we, the people of faith, have to embrace that. For me, as an average Muslim individual, even though I don't look like it, I just visited my heritage in Turkey. So the grandmother of my mother is half Turkish, half Albanian. That's why I guess I look like this, but I'm like ethnically I'm Arab, right? My parents both are Palestinians, but I was born in Libya. We've never spent more than like 5 years in one country. The longest I have been in one country is here in the US. I became naturalized citizen like 5-6 years ago. And when September 11 happened, it hit every part of me. It hit every part of me. Being Arab, being Muslim, being immigrant, being from overseas, everything that I had. Being an American and learning, developing, and this identity and what it means to bring everything with me and enrich this. So it hit me in every, and then since September 11, I thank the rabbi here for making my job easier, but Some people want to just take the September 11 and keep on rubbing it in the hearts of the people and instigate hate and hate and hate. Like they don't want this. I mean, let the people recover, man. Let the people relax. Let the people move on. What do you want? You want people to wake up every day with hate? To what? To 1/5 of the population of the world? So, and we feel it. I mean, and that's why this is very important, like for all of us. And especially, I want to thank you all for being here. I want to thank the rabbi. I want to thank the speaker here, the MC, everyone who spoke. Thank ING who arranged this and the other organizations, and for you to come, because it means a lot to us. Turn on the AM radio, sit down and just play the role that you are a Muslim. Just one day. And just listen to you will melt down in your seat. You will say, this is impossible. This is not in the US. How could this hate speech be allowed in our country? Just play the role that you are a Muslim one day. Right? We felt so much warmth when the people turned out when what they call Ground Zero Mosque, which was it's not right there. I mean, it's 2 blocks down, but that's not the point. It's moderate Muslims who wanted to create a new history, a new chapter, a center that is literally modeled after a Jewish center. They went to the Jewish community in New York and they said, can you please teach us how to make it? And then they showed them, they said, wow, we like this. Let's do this and let's make it open for everyone. Let's start the healing process. And some people didn't want that. So your presence is important for you to embrace this, for you to see this, and for you to see that, yes, there is extremism in the world, and amongst Muslims, yes. Why do I have to deny that? There is terrorism, yes. But how do we answer that? How do we, and that's why I thank the MC, do we answer it with war, right? Or do we answer it with something else? So tonight, my heart goes with everyone, every family. I don't know, some say 365 or 385 Muslims died amongst the 3,000. It doesn't matter what's the number of Muslims who died on September 11 in these 2 buildings. It doesn't matter. But we now need to become global. May God bless the world, right? And we pray for the innocent people who died in Iraq, in Afghanistan, in Pakistan, because of war. We have to get over ourselves. We have to get out of the box. We have to start thinking that whatever we do affects the rest of the world. And yes, we have to stand together, firm and strong, and do everything in our power to stand against killing innocent people. Absolutely. We have to do that. But how do we do that? We do that with bonding together, with being together. And this means a lot to us because, I'll tell you, I'm speaking from my heart tonight, just venting out. I don't know if this is the time or the place. Just let me vent out, right? Sister Maha, let me vent out. Thank you. So the thing is, I was in Fresno not long ago, 100 students who were 12 years and under. I asked them, 100 Muslim students, 12 years and younger. I asked them, how many of you, here's a comment, one way or another, terrorist, Osama bin Laden, this and this at school. 80 kids out of 100 kids raised their hands. 60 of them was serious. 20 of them would not go to sleep at night out of that stress. I mean, these are our children, right? And this is our country. We don't want our country to be consumed by hate. We don't want it to be consumed by revenge. I mean, look what we have been through. Amazingly, from Wall Street, from New York, comes the financial collapse. We've been through a lot as a nation. We don't need someone to keep on beating. We need to start healing and loving across political parties, stop this across religions, across ethnicities, races, and that's why when I say God bless America, it has a deep meaning right now in my mind and in my heart. Really, really, may God bless America, because America leads the world. And I say it in a global sense. May God bless the world and may God bless them, because there's no more time that we're in need of blessing, man. Just love, forgiveness, embracing one another, being together more than this time. It's like everybody is on the edge and having anxiety. So I say it with my whole heart. May God bless the world and may God bless the United States of America. Thank you very much.